Welcome back to another episode on rapport building on M&A ambassadors becoming the USP, the ultimate sales professional. Now, in the last video, I shared some data from a study on why clients feel rapport is not being built correctly by salespeople. And we looked at four main reasons: focusing on transactions rather than trust building, being very routine and monotonous rather than focusing on the relationship, apathy, and I don't care kind of attitude rather than accountability. Let me be here for you. And the last was presumptions rather than preparation, which was the 20%. That was a huge impact. 1 out of 5 people were saying that. Now, in this particular video, I want to focus on two categories of rapport. There is conscious rapport and unconscious rapport. Of these, the unconscious rapport is the more powerful one. So what are they? Conscious rapport is where even a client can see that you're making the efforts to connect with them and are doing things to get them involved. And they like that, by the way, as long as you're doing it with the right intent. And these are made familiar to them using your patterns of communication, the verbal, the choice of the words that you use, the vocal, the tonalities, how fast you speak, how slow you speak, metaphors, stories, pausing, emphasis, things like that. And of course, the visuals, what they see, the smile, open body language, well presented, properly groomed, good eye contact. Now, these three are what clients see when they decide if they like you or not. However, all these three do not contribute equally to building the rapport. Now, I've noticed that most salespeople love to talk more than to listen. So here's some interesting statistics, again from a study, which was done by Professor Albert Mehrabian from UCLA University. It was also done as a separate study by Ray Birdwhissell, who used to work with the British Army. And both reached the same conclusion. Now, get ready for this one, because it's a bit of a surprise. The verbal, the actual words that you use, the sentences, the questions that you ask have only a 7% impact on the message being communicated to the person. I'm talking face-to-face meetings, all right? Only 7%. Think about that. So even the most correctly worded scripts, the rightly chosen words will only carry 7% impact. Now, the reason for that is that the words change in their meaning or seriousness based on the tonality that you use, the sense of urgency you bring into the language, the relaxed tones that you would use. So let me give you an example. If I said, hurry up, what would you do? Nothing. Now, I did use the word hurry up. However, if I bring tonality into it and I said, hurry up, carries a different impact, doesn't it? Now, the words were the same in both cases, but what really added the impact to the message was the right kind of tonality being added to those words. The best communicators worldwide, the best speakers, motivational gurus, all of them have learned to perfect this art of using tonalities to create the impact to the message, because tonalities contribute 38% to the actual impact of the message. More than 5 times the actual word, which is 7%, is the actual tonality. Which leaves us with the visuals, the body language, what you're seeing as I'm speaking with you. 55% of the impact of the message is coming through what you see, my gestures, the energy levels, the eye contact, the movement. How do I turn? How do I sit? Are my arms open? Can you see my palms, or am I hiding it below and sitting? So all of these add impact. So the most effective communicators have recognized that people relate to you. They open up to you when they can relate to the openness of the body language and the positivity the body language is showing. Think about that for a moment. While we focus a lot on saying things correctly, it has only 7% of the impact. Now, while you get the words right, put the right tonality into it, it jumps by an additional 38%, and now it's 45%. Bring in the right posture, eye contact, positive, open body language, and you're at 100%. Practice this and you will become very good at rapport building very quickly. Thank you for joining us on this episode of M&A Ambassadors, Becoming the USP, the Ultimate Sales Professional.